I would first like to acknowledge the special people who make my job extremely easy in Darian Hutchison, Sharice Burrell, Stephen Finley, and Brad Nelson. They are terrific and do a great job for our program. To say we are anxious and excited for the season, that would be an understatement, to be quite honest. We remain hopeful in the midst of all the uncertainties going on around us. We talk a lot about one day at a time, and it has never, ever been more real than it is right now. We talk a lot about abilities, accountability, flexibility, responsibility, adaptability, and coachability. These are all things that we can control one day at a time. And those are things that we talk about pretty much on an everyday basis. With that being said, for the most part, practice is going pretty well. We are behind where I would like to be right now, and rightfully so, given the fact that we had limited summer access and preseason restrictions. However, everyone in the country is in the same storm, perhaps different boats, but all in the same storm. So we have a great mix of upperclassmen and underclassmen. Practices have been extremely competitive, which I absolutely love. We've been able to mix and match and still create that competitiveness that you like to see as a coaching staff. Our upperclassmen have in no way taken it easy on our underclassmen, and our underclassmen have in no way backed down from our upperclassmen. We will bring back an extremely talented and experienced group with Carly, Nicole, Cam, Bree, Megan, and CJ. Carly is doing a terrific job in practice. She is as good as I've seen her play right now. Nicole she just does a lot of the little things for us. Never backs down, is extremely steady. Cam had a terrific end of the season, has been out a little bit and starting to get back into the groove. Bree showed great improvement last year, is continuing to improve for us. We are asking her to be more aggressive offensively. We really feel that she has a unique set of skill, and she has really took our advice and is becoming more and more aggressive offensively, which makes us a better team. Megan was not healthy a year ago. We know that. Was coming off an ACL, then got re-injured. Megan is healthy. Megan is strong. Megan is lean and playing extremely well. Cynthia Wolf, she's taken her game to a different level, shooting the three extremely well, finishing really well around the rim. Extremely excited for her growth. Sophomore Kaylin Morgan has done a terrific job. We are expecting her to play good minutes for us. Redshirt freshman Sarah McCullough has really improved, has really leaned down and gotten herself in shape, and is playing extremely well. Kiana Barney will also compete for some playing time at the 4. Joining us is a very talented freshman class that you've heard me talk a lot about. On paper, it is the best class that we've signed. They are extremely talented. Maya McDermott, a true point guard, very crafty, shoots the basketball extremely well, very efficient from the 3. She does a terrific job of not only creating her shot, but creating shots for others. She will play point guard along with Carly, obviously. Emerson Green is extremely talented, very versatile, will play the 2-3, a terrific defender, can get to the rim. Kaba Lobby is a long-range, very efficient three-point shooter, doing a lot of good things. Maya Jimfy is a very versatile 4-5, very good off the bounce, shoots the 3 very well, doing a terrific job. And Grace Buffella, you've heard a lot about from North Scott, just you talk about never taking a possession off. Just terrific in terms of her ability to get you extra plays, loves physicality, a great communicator, is always talking, and you love that. Absolutely love that. And Tara Sherman is a freshman post. We're excited. I mean, we have a lot of depth. Probably my toughest job will be figuring out what combination, what's the best combination. But as a coach, you want depth. You want to be able to go to your bench and there not be a drop-off. And we certainly feel that we have that. We've seen that in practice, and our freshmen are going to continue to get better and better as the season goes along, because remember, they didn't have the summer that you normally have that gets them acclimated offensively, defensively, gets them a little bit acclimated to the physicality, the speed of the game, all of those things. So they're still going to be learning as we get into this, but boy, we couldn't be more excited about this group of underclassmen joining our upperclassmen. We feel that we have a lot of talent. Our non-conference schedule, as Jarek said, hopefully we can release it next week, but I can promise you it's as tough as it always is. We believe in scheduling a very tough non-conference that prepares us for a very good Missouri Valley Conference for two reasons. We feel that playing that type of schedule puts us in position if we don't do what we are capable of doing, or something doesn't go the way we want in the conference tournament, we put ourselves in position to be in the conversation for an at-large bid. You know, when you look at the league is going to be every bit as good as it was a year ago. We lost some good seniors, but we have a lot of good underclassmen coming back. Missouri State has to be the favorite with the season that they have and what they have coming back. I believe their preseason ranked 23rd, and deservingly so. Bradley is coming off a historic season with everybody returning except one. You can never count Drake out with their ability to shoot the basketball. Valpo returns a lot of really good players and have an extremely unique style of play. Very, very good team. Evansville and Loyola returned some good players. And while Southern and Illinois State both lost key pieces, they return key pieces, and they are very well coached. So the league will be very good, again, from top to bottom. And one of the things that I always say, in order to put yourself in position to compete and to finish in that top half, you have to take care of business at home, and then you have to be able to sneak a couple out on the road. But with all that's going on, we're extremely excited. We're hopeful. We're anxious. A lot of emotions from day to day, but we really do feel that if we can control what we can control, and it's literally one day at a time, you have to be adaptable, you have to be flexible, you have to be ready regardless of whatever the circumstances might throw at you, and be prepared. So those are conversations that we have every day, and I couldn't be more proud of this group. We do wear masks in practice. It is difficult if you've ever tried to exercise in a mask, but these young women have never complained. They do everything that we ask in terms of trying to keep themselves, you know, and here's the thing. You can do everything right and still get it, and that's okay. But I couldn't be more proud of what these young women do, what they sacrifice, and their willingness to do the right things to make sure that we have an opportunity to compete. With that being said, are there any questions? Is Chris on here? I know Chris has a question.
Chris had troubles. He had to step off.
Oh, no.
Hey, Coach, I'll ask you a question.
Well, hello. How are you? I just saw you. Didn't I see you on the 3rd?
Yeah, I saw you on election day.
Yeah. How are you? Good to see you, Nick.
I showed up to the Cloud Center. No one was here, though. No, it looks like you have a team that's capable of winning now when you look at the returning this mix that you have where you have some kids that can lead and then also a pretty promising outlook there?
Well, when you look at this freshman class, that's the beauty of it. They're extremely talented, but they also get to learn from an extremely experienced, talented group. And with the talent that we have, we really do have the luxury and the ability to go to our bench and not have to play some kids fatigued, because I don't think you can do what you need to do fatigued. And what we have coming in and intermixed with the experience that we have the potential to be very, very good. It's going to be finding the right combination of experience and youth out on the floor, and just everybody understanding, really not getting caught up in minutes played or who's starting or points being scored, but understanding everybody's valued and everybody has an opportunity to make a difference. If it's 10 minutes or if it's 2 minutes, it's the best 2 and 10 you can give us. And so far, I really like what I've seen in practice. They really compete to make each other better, but they're extremely encouraging of each other. They're complimenting each other. When somebody has a good defensive play, but there's a better shot, they genuinely like each other. So the mix has been good in terms of the camaraderie. The thing that we're looking for from this team as a staff, both from our upperclassmen and intermixing our underclassmen, is consistency and efficiency on both sides of the ball.
You have a feel for the type of minutes some of these freshmen will be able to play, or there are a couple that stood out that you feel can be pretty major contributors right off the bat? Or?
Well, I think there will be several that will get minutes. I will never ever be able to say. I can't even tell you how many minutes our returners are going to play. I think that is a game-to-game situation, but I look for several of our freshmen to be able to contribute in a positive way for this team this year. I'm always hopeful, Nick, always hopeful.
Yeah, I'll go next. You look at the roster, and I believe.
Is that Cole?
No, it's Dargan.
Oh, Dargan. Hi, Dargan.
How you doing?
Good.
13 of 15 are Iowans, and obviously the whole class you just brought in is Iowans. In-state success in recruiting is obviously nothing new and is a priority for everybody, but I imagine, recruiting in this state is as intense as it's been ever, just with the programs around you, and then also what you guys have done. Just can you speak to the product of in-state kids and what they mean to you guys, certainly with how many you guys have?
I have to go back to when I was here as an assistant from 95 to 2001. I had an opportunity to come with Tony DeCecco, who really built this program from ground up. And one of the things that Tony said when we started to build this program is, we're going to build this program with Iowa kids out. And that is certainly what he did. That is what we have continued to do, and that is what we will always do. We will always recruit our state first, and then surrounding. But the Iowa kid has been extremely important to us. They're very, very talented. They're hardworking. They understand the game, and they want to be coached. And we love the Iowa kid, obviously. They're extremely important to us, and we will continue to do that. But it literally goes back to what Tony DeCecco taught me years ago of recruiting Iowa kids